Welcome back to another video of Faceless and Fearless. We're checking out People Playground today, the perfect opportunity to interact with the overly detailed physics of a ragdoll's body. I have played this before due to a couple of mods that I installed in the process, but I have a few experiments lined up for today. And by taking a deep glance at this ragdoll, I can already conclude that he's getting a sudden sense of apprehension because of the maniacal way that I perform towards ragdolls. And as you can see on the right here, looks like a pixelated pepper to you, but what this guy doesn't know is that you can really just change the temperature. So we can set it so it's hot and spicy. As you can see, the selection target temperature is at 20 degrees Celsius. But if I change it all the way up to this, due to my calculations, he's going to instantly turn into the berserk skeleton. Alright, let's see what happens. Oh, yep, that sure worked. As you can see, not much is changing, but before you know it, we can already see an outline of his burnt bones already. Is this too cruel? Is this possible? If I just rest it on his head, will he be okay with just a point of a pepper touching your skin? Welp, I couldn't help but notice this, but if I add an extra human on top of that, he gets burnt as well. Look at how depressed he is. I'm so sorry. And as you can tell, they're both slowly terraforming into the berserk skeletons. But that was just a taste of what we're going to do today. I've got a few more experiments lined up, as I said at the start of the video. And I can't not have fun with those, can I? After all, these mods could come in handy. So as you can see, my second experiment is lined up. And it wouldn't be a faceless and as you can tell, I've got my second experiment lined up, and as you can see, we've got the Tilted Towers recreation on People Playground, and we've got the Colossal Titan right here. And in the tiny dead center of this place, there's a human looking like he's panicking. Like, why would you panic in an apartment? You know what? If you want a refund, then the Colossal Titan, who looks like he's sitting on an invisible toilet, will give you a refund. Oh gosh, it's so laggy. Yeah, just face palm into. Yeah, that's what I want. Oh my god! You can just see that person in the background. And as you can see, things are starting to get a little laggy. So we're going to clear the room for now. And before we go too nuts on this, I'm going to break down the basics of some of the game's features, like my personal favourite, the syringes. And look at this, we've got a zombie syringe, a virus that turns living beings into zombies, then we've got a water breathing syringe, and then we've even got some custom made ones. Like the tears syringe, a plague which turns the victim insane with insane amounts of pain and lets the eyes bleed blood. The victims turn into zombies or similar, but the key difference is that the infected person remains conscious and must suffer the extreme pain. And I'm not sure why, but this creepy red text that looks like it came from hell says blood for the blood gods. Well, I'm sure we can expand on that. Hopefully we'll be in touch, syringes. Just give me a second while I set up this. Okay, so I spent a little time setting things up. As you can tell, I've got this ranch home mod right here, where we have this dude on a motorbike, looking really cool. We've got basically me 24/7. And we've also got this guy, who is going to be our main voluntary guest for this experiment, and I don't know why he owns a gun. We should end that now. Hey, no guns allowed in this. Okay, bye bye. Anyways, as you can see, this person is having mixed feelings about this, but when I give him the syringes, that's going to change instantly. As you can see, I think this is the zombie syringe, but for this to work we have to pause the game, otherwise it's not going to work. So I wonder where we should do it. Alright, right in the chest, that's what I want. Or I could do it in the... Nah, I'm not that cruel. Let's get the syringe right in and activate it. Okay, that didn't work. What if I do this? Oh gosh, he's really turning into a zombie, isn't he? Alright, as you can see, not much has changed about him. But as you can see, he's starting to rot up. And I don't know how, but this last syringe that I'm gonna use coincidentally put itself in display. And as you can tell, this person is already looking like a zombie. And accidentally applying 2 scream mods at the same time, looks like there's another person secretly screaming down here. Could be one of these people. Or it could just be something that we don't need to worry about. Anyways, this next one, I actually can't remember what this is. Oh yeah, it's an acid syringe, which eats flesh apparently. Well, in that case, at least we'll get that zombie skin off of you. Right, let's see how this goes. And with the 0 skills that I have, I'm sure this should. Oh gosh, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry if that was a bit rough for you. Well, I guess this is an alternative if we turn into... Oh, I just took his arm off. Well, goodbye. Anyways, now that he looks like a Minecraft creeper in real life if he was mixed with a ghast, let's try this one. Bone-eating syringe, chemical that eats bones. Well, I'm sure that will perfectly separate the zombified skin with them. Well, let's see how this goes. Alright, stop making that noise. Alright, there we go. Let's activate it. Alright, as you can tell, it's not really doing anything except for making him scream even more. So that's why we're gonna make him scream even more. With this tears syringe that I mentioned earlier. Okay, let's see how this is gonna work. Oh, finally, he stopped screaming. Let's see what this looks like, shall we? Didn't mean to do that. Alright. Okay, as you can see, that totally did nothing to him neither. Presumably because he has no blood left. But at least we can end all of this screaming with the final syringe. The death syringe. Kills living beings instantly. Right. I know I'm doing all of this just to shut him up. But let's do it where it hurts. Alright, there we go. As you can tell, he really is dead now, even though his soul is screaming in pain. Well, let's get rid of this. And then after that he will finally calm down. And let's experiment with some other things. Okay, so we've got a new experiment lined up. As you can see, we've got this voluntary person who's being a volunteer for this. And as you can see, we're surrounding him with this nice luscious trees, which could really add to the view when you're up in the sky. And if you don't know what I mean, this one's gonna involve something that everybody loves. Fireworks! But you know what I discovered? If we go on the tools tab, we've got some springs where we can attach those fireworks to him. So let's see what happens if we do just one. And then if we select the drag option again, the most powerful tool of computer history, and activate this, and then if we unpause it, oh my gosh. To be honest, that didn't really do anything, to be honest. It didn't really move out of its position. And for the sparks of the fireworks at the end, that's what really got him. So if we take this human, and then rather than using this fixed cable that restricts positions, let's use this spring, an indestructible metal spring. if we have the firework mid-air while it's paused, and then activate it while it's paused, that should really do the trick. So, I guess there's only one way to find out if this works. Okay, so I've just finished attaching it and I'm about to set off the firework now. And to make it more interesting for the experiment, I'm going to follow this human to see what it looks like from his perspective. And as you can tell, that wasn't power enough to actually lift the human up. So let's start modest and just add another few. Okay then, surely five fireworks will do the job. It definitely won't snap his neck or anything from the G-forces that the fireworks bring. And you know, it's a very rare death to be shot through a firework. So you're going to be one of the chosen ones. But just to make it more dramatic, we're just going to follow this human, and let's see what this looks like now. Oh gosh, my ears! And as you can see, it set the tree on fire. So let's replace it, because we do not want to cause any deforestation in this game, obviously. And let's replace them with fresh, luscious new trees. And as you could tell, I don't think 5 fireworks was enough to do the trick. So what about if okay, so I spent a little time on this, and as you can tell, surely 50 fireworks will be enough to get this human off of the ground and let his dream come true about going into space. I know I only did 50, but it took such a long time to do that. I actually spent 5 minutes on this, literally, as proof to the recording footage. And as you can see, this man covered in springs sure looks protected enough, but just in case, let's give him some armor. Shall we go with the Greenwick armor, the cast and brushed armor, the stair shoot armor, the Hussite crossbowmen armor? Maybe we will go with the Crusader armor. That should be perfect. But since I'm too lazy to put this on, I'm just gonna let the fireworks go. Okay. I have no idea if this is gonna work, but hopefully it does. And as you can see, my monitor, even though my monitor sounds like it's frying up right now, let's oh gosh, that damaged my ears. So for those of you who are sensitive to sound, there's your warning. And as you can tell, while the humans being part of the deforestation process, we're just going to clear it all, because no one likes deforestation. We're on track to getting 10 humans here. Are you okay? I have no idea what these guys are doing, but let's not question it, because we need them for our experiment. But anyways, now that we've got 10 people, along with one with a sprain on its leg from the 0.00001 meters that it just fell, let's copy this. And then let's do that a few more times. Okay, there we go. We've just pasted 10 objects, so now let's copy them all again. And then place them all again. Alright, now we've got 40 people here. We've now reached 50. And since my frame rate is telling me to stop right now, I'm not going to cross 100 because I'm not confident in my computer at this point. So as you can see, since we've got a really laggy setup here, I'm going to narrow this down a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna remove half of you here. And then delete them. The game is still indeed facing some problems, as I am now stuck with a black screen. So I guess we have no choice but to clear everything. Okay, fine, I'll just do 10 of them. And since they're all spread out in a synchronizing way, that is going to be perfect for our purposes, because this experiment has something to do with these guys. Now, just to make sure, let's see if this spinning 1,000 kilogram weight will actually one-shot these people. Yup, that sure does the trick. And as you can see, since it's engulfed them into a bunch of parts, I noticed something. So as you can see, since we got this 1,000 kilogram weight right here, that's looking really rusty at the moment, I feel like that would be perfect for our purposes. And it has something to do with this resize button. As you can see, we could really just resize this to anything we want. And as you can see, this is a little map of our land here, and as you can see, that is basically nothing compared to the size of the map. So what if okay, there we go. Since we've got that tiny white pixel down here compared to this massive ton, I'm sure these people will be fine with it. Yup, that's the good stuff. Anyways, now that we've had enough, the most fun that we deserve in this game, I have no other choice but to check out one more thing. So, as you can tell, if we press choose map, as you can see, there's a lot of different options, including some extras that I downloaded for the road. And the most eye-catching one is probably People Playground 3D. So let's see what that's like. Oh wait, I think the game's frozen. Anyways, that should be a great conclusion to our episode of People Playground today. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to my channel, ring the notification bell for some more content when you want to get notified, and comment some suggestions on, oh wait, never mind, People Playground 3D is loading. Or you know what, since this is taking a while to load, I'm gonna film a part 2 if you guys want it. And that's gonna be about me checking out People Playground 3D, the most experimental mod out of them all. So I'll see you next time.